Hello, welcome back to the continuing adventures of the Octopode Wizard of Vehumet, Octowich. Where last we left off, I had found Holy Pan and decided this would make for a good video. So, here goes. What is Pandemonium? Pandemonium is a series of semi-randomly generated, because like certain small segments of it are pre-user designed, dungeon floors that once you go from one to the next, you cannot go back, with an exit spawning at random intervals, and a population primarily composed of demons and other hellish creatures. The exception is the Holy Pandemonium floor, which we are currently on. Holy Pandemonium is composed of angels, devas, seraphs, pearl dragons, and other creatures found nowhere but here. It is a very, very dangerous place, even for Pandemonium, which is already pretty dangerous, and we're gonna go. In particular, it's dangerous to be a lich here. If I were playing a little bit smarter, I would know to get out of lich form and try and play this as a person. Instead, I challenge the divine as a lich. In this game, there are three good gods: Elivelyn, the healer; Zin, the god of purity, who hates mutations and aberrations in creatures; and the Shining One, who is the crusading god against all demons, undead, and evil. You'll notice that the paladin of TSO, the Shining One, has this nice little aura around them, which gives them bonuses to hit. And actually, the aura is going all the way out to here, isn't it? You can see the tile coloration difference if you stand within it. Of course, what they don't have is an aura that protects them from me blowing them apart with fire. I am the scourge of the gods. I am the one that takes your shidus, which are haloed, and burns them to cinders. I am the one that treads on the ashes of your holy men. I am Octowich. Nothing quite like reanimating the undead, hating gods' creatures as undead, to really stick it to them. I have a certain hatred of good gods in this game. I don't know why. I guess it's because I've only ever played Elivelyn out of them, and quite frankly, I found her to be a bit of a wimpy pussy. I know healers are a really powerful class, but I don't care. Oh, here we go. We've got a phoenix, and because they're haloed, you can see the yellow extends to here. I know that there's going to be another good guy somewhere around here-ish. I'm going to back out so that I'm far enough away from the close action, and then start burning the phoenix, because Firestorm is that cool. Phoenix is dead, but you know what? The legend of phoenixes, I think we all know, are that they rise from their ashes. Crawl phoenixes are no different. I'm going to actually leave this one here so that you can see it happen while I take on this cherub and the Shidu that's coming after him. Oh wait, there's two of them? Well, crap, I don't want both of them to come up. I'll just resurrect this one. How about we both... Notice that this phoenix just came back to life. Which is cool. It's cool. Because, you know, they're completely surrounded right now, and I can focus my attention elsewhere while my mob handles its corpse. Notice this message. Mortal, I have averted the wrath of the Shining One this time. On occasion, Vehumet will shield me from the Shining One's wrath. When you kill a holy creature, sometimes you piss off the good god that is its patron, TSO, the Shining One, and he takes his vengeance on you. Me, I find that absolutely hilarious. Oh crap, that's a pearl dragon. I'm getting swarmed here. This is a bad situation. I'm gonna run for it. I would like to crystal ball. Good, that worked out really well. And now that I've crystal balled, I can afford to... Oh, no, not if it's gonna hit me. I can afford to fireball again. And again. Not fireball, firestorm. And again. Okay, there we go. Problem solved. And of course, because I haven't been able to butcher it, the phoenix keeps getting back up. The rule in Crawl is if you leave a phoenix corpse untouched, it will resurrect. But if you cut it up with your butcher tool or animate skeleton, you can quickly raise it up. How am I doing for controlled blink? I need 2 more spell levels. Yeah, if I find an amnesia scroll or something, I'm just gonna pick a spell and unmemorize it, because it's quickly getting to the point that I'm wishing I had that. I'm out of mana again, so I need to hide and regroup. Actually, what I'm gonna do is leave Lich Form, so that I can quaff a potion of magic, and then re-enter Lich Form. If I blink, there we go. The crystal ball drained my mana, and that's why I ran out. Which will happen from time to time. That's why you need to have be prepared for it. This particular enemy, the Ophan, can produce these devastatingly dangerous blessed fire clouds all around you that are both holy and fire. But they can't produce it inside your square, which means if you can get beyond your, if you can stand still or blink out of it, you can be totally fine. They can also just attack you straight up, though, so it's their way of locking you down. My solution to blink around it, they don't really have an answer to, because I am the Lich that shall storm the heavens with fire. Okay. Mana is up, not quite to full, but good enough. Onward we go. While it's being stalled on my fire vortices, I'm continuing to channel. Okay, there we go. Let's raise this one. I'm being a bit more proactive about keeping the phoenixes down at this point. Let's get a dragon. Let's get a dragon going, actually. Now that I think about it, I should have done that a while ago. Ooh. It appears to me that you serve a god of good. I am here to show you the pointlessness of your lawful ways. Let it all end in fire. Another nice thing about Holy Pan floors is the number of shields you find, which is very high. Control blinks at 5%, that's reasonable. Let's get this translocations up to 9 and then quit it. No, let's just turn it off. Let's start working on shields next. Large shields are going to be a very good defense for my octopus, since, quite frankly, I can't put any other armor on, so the only defense I'm capable of is something like this. Let me rephrase that. Because the only slots I have are shield and hat and weapon, it is common sense that I should put a powerful shield in place. And while a buckler is easy to get spellcasting on in, given the amount of experience I'm gathering, there's no harm in trying for something a little bit better. My armor skill is going to remain at 0 the whole game, so I might as well raise my shield skill instead. Oh, this is just too satisfying. Burn the heavens, let it all come to flame. The dictum of Vehumet shall come to pass. Oh god, what just happened? You killed the paladin. The Shining One says, "Martyrs are remembered forever," and blasts you with cleansing flame. And I go from 171 health to 6 health. Your god's wrath is puny compared to my might. I don't know, I just get really into taunting the holy gods when I'm busy defeating them with the audacity and the audacity to stay as a lich, instead of, at the very least show some humility and become human form again. Obviously, I would immediately, if I felt like there was any reason that I had to, I would. If I thought it was going to get me killed, I would immediately abandon this arrogance, but until then... Okay, that hurt. That hurt a lot. What hit me? That was the exact same weapon that he used before that barely tickled. This time it actually hurt. You have impressed me, O Holy One, with your ability to actually do something. What I'm going to do is back off while I regenerate mana. And, oh my god, I need my mana back, and you're flanking me. God damn it. Well, I can't afford to be flanked. There we go, I got some mana back, and I'm gonna use dragons to stall any pursuit, but unfortunately, it's not a matter of being pursued so much as a matter of being flanked. I really would like a Wand of Healing, for security's sake, so that I didn't have to exit Lich Form just to heal. Okay, that's the recovery. Let's see what else there is. Let's see what they are up to. So you'll notice that this whole encroachment has been a very, very methodical, slow plod. That's just the way it ends up. There's very little I can do about it. The enemies are so dense and so tight. The offensive capability of my enemies is so densely packed that to go any faster would put me at severe risk. I could do a spam the floor with dragons stunt, and then have the dragons wander around. I'm not doing that for two reasons. Firstly, because in version 0.12 they've taken that ability out, so it kind of feels a little like cheating. I know. I'm playing 11 because it's the better game and all, and 12 is still in beta, but yeah, doing a tactic I know the game makers think is not fair feels like cheating. Second, and more importantly, the amount of experience that they're going to leech from me would be very high. I would be missing out on like 50% of the experience gain here. And I kind of want that experience for myself, yo. Not going to lie to you. I'm happy to train up my shield skill, my translocation skill, my spellcasting skill. I got a lot of skills that I'm trying to work on here. And there's no reason to give all that experience to a bunch of summons if I can do the work myself. The real value of having summons is for when anything goes wrong. If I find myself suddenly out of mana because of a crystal ball miscast, if I find myself, oh shit, I took a ton of damage, I have to bail. Having dragons around that lets me do that with a decent cover. It's one of the reasons why, even though this was obviously never a summoner run, I still kept summons handy. And while admittedly I used butterflies so little that I actually forgot they existed for a while, pleased to recall, I would be dead if I hadn't used butterflies against the orbs of fire that I used them against. I just got a mana drain, and another mana drain, and another mana drain. Oh god damn, I'm gonna have to push it up to 20 before I C-ball. It's one of the reasons why it's nice to have both a Staff of Channeling and a Crystal Ball instead of just one or the other. So you can do the burst gain mana, but you also have a way to force it back from 0 really quickly. There's a superior option called the Staff of Wukod Mu. If I can get my hands on that, I'll be golden. Instead, I just have to stick down here blowing the hell out of holy things. Okay, one level away. If spellcasting levels up to 23-ish, we should be good for Controlled Blink. I'm pretty sure 21.7. I'm pretty sure I made the switch around 21.5 instead of 21. Alright, let's blow shit up. Okay, that Silver Star has some of the highest holy damage potential in the game. Definitely something I always want there to be a summon between me and it. Remember, no matter how high the damage output of a creature is, with the exception of specific boss fights, there's very few enemies in the game that I can't kill in 2 lucky hits with high-powered firestorms. Actually, my intelligence drain... Oh, never mind, it's not adversely affecting my spell skills that as much as I had worried it might. Okay, I'm walking into what is obviously a shrine of some kind. The Shrine of Zin. So, Zin, I want you to watch what happens to your angel. The Deva that you thought would protect you and spread your way. Dead at the hands of an Octolich. Deal with it, nigga. Pardon my language. Let's see what's next. Wandering. Oh, Shadus are coming into the entrance that I had just come through. Notice that I am doing what I can to try and keep a nice beachhead. Because I have a safe place to retreat to, the inner chamber on the right. Granted, not the first place I'd like to retreat to, but it is an option, should everything that can go wrong, which it tends to do. There's another artifact shield that I neglected to notice. Let's grab that too. And let's actually ID some of these artifact shields I'm carrying now. Dex -1, accuracy +4 actually does nothing for me, and it's a -2, so even worse. Ooh, a smoking buckler? Where's that? I have a remove curse, so I can afford to wear a cursed buckler by mistake. So let's see what it is. It is a -4 cursed buckler, which actually worsens every stat I have. So it is in fact getting dropped and taken off right away. And I'll put back on the AC buckler that I had. Okay, let's continue meandering, shall we? Ooh, you look like a paladin. I hate paladins. You know what I am? I am the prized avatar of Vehumet. Ye holy ones have nothing to offer me. Ow. Less ow. Let's just blow fire into here anyway. I don't know if there's anything even there, but on the off chance that there is, it should be dead now. Oh, I'm already full, huh? That's always a nice thing to find out, that your hunger status was better than you thought it was. Let's blow away the angel. It's like, this is the closest Dungeon Crawl has to a place called heaven. Everything here is angelic, everything here is holy, and the serpent sneaks into heaven and blows everything up. Well, I may not be a serpent, but Lord knows I got tentacles. And now I have controlled blink. Now what y'all niggas gonna do? Let's put... Sorry, I said it again. I'll stop. Controlled blink is one of those things I don't want to have on a convenient letter. I want to think before I use it, because the situation may call for that, so I'll put it on N. Versus uncontrolled blink, which is on B, because, well, it's one of those spells I usually have from the beginning of the game, so it's just as likely as not for me to instinctively press. I'm gonna back up so that... There we go. Defile yourself no further with such kills. It's awesome. It's like, this is the power of the gods. This is, well, not the power of the gods. These are the ones the gods deemed powerful. These are the ones the gods chose to use to protect their home. And here I am kicking the shit out of them. All of these weapons, by the way, that are dropping are actually really good. Like, holy weapons, triple swords, holy triple swords, holy whips. You get something called pearl dragons in here, which have which are the rarest, well, yeah, one of the rarest dragon types, if not the rarest. And they have a special hide they can give called a pearl dragon hide, which turns into a pearl dragon armor, which is only a -3 evade penalty, but goes all the way up to +10, with 10 base AC. It's better than plate mail. That's how good it is. And yet casters can wear it fairly easily. Ooh, what is that? It is a seraph. Now, it's fodder for the fire. Actually, it is defending remarkably well against a ridiculous amount of fire. I may not actually be able to kill this in one salvo. Let's make sure I have a dragon handy just in case I have to run. It's still somewhere in there, so I'm just going to continue firestorming at it. Back off behind my dragons while I continue the... Notice that I have had to crystal ball repeatedly in this fight in order to keep my mana going. There it is. Seraph is dead. Your strongest angels are no match for the avatar of the god of carnage and destruction in spells. The only thing better than being a worshipper of Vehumet and being here would have been to be a worshipper of Trog. You know what? Can you guys deal with that? I'm sorry. I can't. I'm out of mana. This would be a good time for a controlled blink. Get away from that mess and heal up. My intelligence has also been drained quite a bit. It's down like 7 points, 6 points. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on my spellcasting, and that's as a result of having channeled, despite being at low health, low MP repeatedly. I do have a Ring of Sustainabilities, so imagine if I hadn't, this would have been 3 points higher, or so. I'm gonna wait until these clouds dissipate. I have no intention of walking into a cloud of holy hell. Ooh, what is this? Oh, never mind. It's just... It's actually really good stuff. It's all these shiny armors and stuff I wish I could use, but I can't, because... octopus. Pearl dragon armor, shiny splint mail. It's all wonderful stuff. Also, I don't have to worry about treasure troves anymore, because I don't think they spawn outside the main dungeon, and I've already cleared the main dungeon. Okay, and here we go. The loot area. Firstly, there's a staff I haven't yet identified, and I find this unconscionable. It's a useless staff, but still. A couple books. Nothing I care about, I'm sure. I'm getting pretty close to the point in the game where I'm going to stop even reading books anymore. +3 intelligence, eh? I'll stick with the +6. And just a plain boost to intelligence really isn't a good ring choice anymore, so I probably will drop this ring pretty soon. See what you got here. Drain and resist fire. Yeah, I don't need that. Okay, that's about that. Let's try on the second, or the next... What do you mean I can't wear that? The next shield. +3 RC shield or +3 RF with a stealth penalty shield. They're both good. Obviously, one is better in terms of not being stealth reduction. The real question is, which talent do I need more? RC is probably going to prove more useful long run, but right now I'll carry them both out of the dungeon, out of Pandemonium if I can. Obviously, wearing a large shield is boosting my spell failure significantly, even on my best spells. So I can't do it yet. But I will start working on shields, as you can see I am. And I don't need spellcasting to be trained currently. I just want to boost shields until it's like... I think 25 is where there is... Shield skill of 25 is where there is no longer a penalty associated with it. But as you go up, the penalty gets less. So I'll get there eventually. It's also a slow train fighting a little more. If at 11 points of fighting I have 170 health, presumably 10 more points in fighting will be worth a lot more health. We'll see. And obviously more health is more survivability. I'm just going to ditch the +3 intelligence. I don't think I'm ever using it. And the Book of Inventions, I don't see myself using that either. This I would lose, except maybe I'll want Shatter, you know, sometime in the future. I don't know if I have another access to it or not. Put back on the Staff of Channeling, please. Okay. Totally going to poison arrow the Phoenix. Because I have not forgotten that my roots are OpPA style. Actually, you know, I just realized I was making the test of large shields at -6 to intelligence. Maybe if I had +6 to intelligence, they'd be okay. Whatever. For now, we get back to destroying the heavens. We have only raided 2 temples. There's still at least one more to go. Probably a Liveland's temple. Like, this right here was probably TSO's temple. Yep. Golden altar of the Shining One. So we must yet move on and find the other deities. Definitely want to butcher that sooner rather than later. Aw, look at the pretty little angel with the pretty little firestorm. Except there's nothing pretty or little about him. Actually, shit, I just got drained at a very inopportune moment. Let's get some dragons in play, just to help tank the damage while I back off. Oh, and the Shining One has something else to bitch about. Defile yourself no further? I'll be your defiler, bitch. I can defile whatever I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. So, how about you stop getting on my nerves? It is incredibly satisfying to be able to do this, by the way. Just recalling how weak this character started out, and how long I went without finding the spells I wanted. I remember when I was training up fire, but still didn't have Fireball. I had Firestorm available to me, but I was still reliant on freaking Iron Shot. And I convinced myself that, this is just the OpPA style, so of course I'm using Poison Arrow, but nope, I really didn't have a choice in the matter. And now, I'm laughing off blows by TSO as she cries, or he cries miserably, while I burn her servants as a lich. And to make matters worse, I raise the angels that he sends me as undead to go fight him. Actually, I just realized something. Potion-wise, when you're in Lich form, a bunch of potions that wouldn't normally be picked up, the game thinks you don't want anymore. I definitely want Potion of Gain Dexterity, so I'm going to tell it to keep that on. Invisibility, we're done with. I'll just use the wand if I ever want to go invisible again. No. Mutation I want to collect, because it might be worth trying to get a good mutation on this character. Depending. Cure Mutation I absolutely want to collect. That's a valuable potion. Brilliance is less valuable. I'll hang on to the ones I have, but I don't care to get that many more. The point in the game where that was useful is now gone. Restore abilities goes without saying is huge. Resistance, I don't think I'm ever going to use, but you know what? Pick a few more up. I'm not going to stop you. Alright, looks like a pretty good set for now. That's potions. Rings, I'll take another look at later. I don't feel like looking at them right now. Scrolls. Pick up Scrolls of Torment, because I can actually torment now because I'm in Lich form most of the time. But please ignore Holy Word, I have no need of that. Fear and Fog, I would like to have still, at least one of those. Much mapping, Fierce Amnesia, Blinking, Requirement. Yeah, this is all good stuff. All good stuff. Wand-wise, I don't even know what to say anymore. Oh, I definitely don't want to pick up any more Polymorph Others, and Fireball is a useless wand. Fire, I guess I don't care. I would like a good one. Confusion can go. Okay, good stuff. Back to the wandering. And, of course, the firestorming. Ooh, it's an Apis. I'll get a piece of your Apis. God, apportation to drag these corpses to me would be hilarious. Actually, I have used the apportation animate dead combo in certain tight situations where physically walking over to a phoenix's body would have proven too difficult. See, and notice that when I have these skeletons, I don't even care whether or not I have dragons. The skeletons are getting the job done. But the ability to summon dragons means I can do it on demand. Oh crap, I didn't even notice that paladin until it was already on top of me. Let's go ahead and kill everything else first, though. Because the dragon seems to... or the paladin was tied up. Now they're all dead. I said they're all dead, jerk. Trying to make me look like an idiot. Let's get my mana back to max, and ooh, I don't want to firestorm myself. What do you think I am, suicidal? Totally raising all these guys that I can. One thing I'm doing, which I'm not actually verbalizing, is before I raise dead, I'm taking a quick peek to see whether or not the target that I'm trying to raise has a fancy shield. Because you see, I'm in the market for a good artifact shield, and when I say good, I mean the best. The best to me means strength plus X, int plus X, and several enchantments that are of benefit. Now that comes on an artifact shield only. Kind of obviously I don't have to say that, it goes without saying. But I'm willing to take less. Any big shield is good enough, as long as, I would have taken a plain large shield. I just like to take the best one I can. I'm currently working with a +3, which is I think out of a standard +6, up to 6. Large shield of RC, which is nice. If anything can beat that offer, I'm happy to take it. God, it's so satisfying. I'm blowing the crap out of everything. I do need to get towards a place I can regenerate some mana, though. Okay, what's this? So yeah, and if I animate, I know with animate dead, I don't know about with animate skeleton, but I know for sure with animate dead, there's a reasonable chance that the reanimation will carry the equipment that was on the square it died on. So if you reanimate dead without looking, they might just pick up their artifact shield and you've given it to a pointless skeleton. Which, needless to say, I do not want to happen. So I'm trying to keep an eye on these kinds of things before I... ooh, thank you, TSO. Or thank you, Vehumet, for reverting TSO's wrath. Yeah, so I'm trying to keep an eye on what is on the square of the vanquished angel that I take down to make sure that there's no artifacts before I just quickly animate them. Oh, what was that? That was interesting. How did it come to be that such cruelty exists? Well, Olivelin, you had the audacity to think that the world was a nice place. That angers me. So really, I blame you for cruelty. Ooh, it's a pearl dragon. Those things are dangerous. One pearl dragon breath can deal, I believe, upwards of 100 damage, and throw in the fact that I am taking extra damage because I'm, you know, undead. It is completely possible for a pearl dragon to all but one-shot me in my current condition. Incidentally, let's see what we're working with for this shield. Okay, I picked a really bad time to put that on. Especially because it just so happens to interfere with my spell casting right now. I can blink safely, I believe, so let's blink at least, and I got a 1 in 5 chance of a successful firestorm, so let's attempt it. So far so good, let's attempt it again. Okay, we got him. Problem is there's an angel right there that I can't afford to take off this item first, so let's send dragons. Okay, it's dead. I'm gonna take the chance. But first that was the wrong spell. Why am I controlled blinking? Oh crap, dig is my end spell and I was using the wrong letter. There we go. Now hopefully I'm not screwed. Let's try to actually restore abilities first. Actually, these aren't half bad. With wizardry enabled, I'm pretty close to being able to cast these already at shields 11. Anyway, I obviously don't want to take the chances, so we'll put on my ordinary shield for now, which maximizes my casting on everything. But honestly, once I get shields up to 16-ish and maybe raise spellcasting a few points, I might be all set to wear a heavy shield. Incidentally, what was the new heavy shield after all of that? I actually forgot to check. See Invisible is a nice static property. Like, honestly, I would accept nothing but See Invisible as good enough property to wear a shield. But I've already got Resist Cold, which is a little bit better. I have the ring, which I can swap on and off for See Invisible. And unlike a human doing that, who, when they wear that ring, means that's half their ring slots gone, I have enough just throw it in their ring slots as is that I can be a bit more flexible. I have many swap in out slots to work with, not just one. Because you get strength plus 3 as a lich, I like periodically checking to make sure that my non-lich form isn't overweight, on the off chance that I ever get stuck outside of lich form against my, you know, in an uncontrolled situation. I shouldn't be completely screwed. I wonder why the Green Death would be lurking around here. Possibly he too was trying to raid the heavens. But only I am necessary for the task. One thing that I'm disappointed in is I'm used to getting cure mutation potions, usually quite a few of them. Oh, here we go. Zin, the god of purity, would naturally be the one who would hide them. Let's ditch the meat ration. No, let's ditch the unwanted shield. Yeah, so +0 for just static C invis, as opposed to +3, which is better. I'm sorry, but nothing doing. I'm going to stick with the other ones. I now have 7 restorability potions, and I have a cure mutation at long last. I wonder, do I have many cure mutations or just that one? I have several. Okay, how about mutation? There are at least 3 potions of of cause mutation in the dungeon. So what I'm gonna do, eventually, is try and mutate myself a few times and get good mutations, or at least a decent set. There is a 1 in 2 chance when you use a potion of mutation that you will get a good one, and a 1 in 2 chance you'll get a bad one. And you get a total of 3, so it comes out to 1 in 8 chance of getting 3 good mutations. Not counting the edge case where you get a good and a bad that cancel each other out. Yeah. And then you're left with just 1 good or just 1 bad. So it's about 1 in 8 chances, roughly, that you're going to get a set of good mutations when you use a potion of cure mutation, or of cause mutation. If you have the ability to cure the mistakes, then you can totally try it. Doesn't work, try it again. Doesn't work until you're satisfied. Speaking of satisfied, my destruction of the heavens is complete. I am satisfied. Before I leave, though, let's look for loot. Did I miss any artifacts? I did not. Did I miss any potions? Nothing here. Did I miss something else that I wanted? Any staves that I liked? Nope. No staffs here that I actually wanted. Alright then. Y'all have seen me take on the heavens, and if I was any race but an octopode, I would be leaving with Pearl Dragon armor as well right now. And my AC would go up by 20 points, basically. Because all those enchant armor scrolls that I've been saving, yeah, I would just dump all of them into a Pearl Dragon and get 20 AC. Instead, I've got to deal with, well, not having that, which sucks. Anyway, I did manage to make out with these shields. Make off with the shields. And they're pretty close to wearable, kind of, if you're being generous. They are going to slow down the process of my getting rid of my rig of wizardry, however. That's just, nothing you can do about that. But whatever. For now, I'll just work without them, and then I'll put it on when I can. I have begun training my defensive skills up now, shields and fighting. I would like to get those defenses up a little since my core combat kit is pretty solid at this point. And that's really all there is to it. I will end the run with just this, or end this vid with just this, because Holy Pan deserves its own floor. I went into the heavens as a lich, and I killed the gods' allies. Yeah, you didn't actually kill the gods. That would be too cool. I really wish they did include some gods in this game to slaughter, just for the kicks. Cereball comes pretty close, though. Alright, guys, that's all the time I got for now. I hope you enjoyed watching. Holy Pan has been destroyed. I will see you guys next time.